going on, you guys? Remember to head on over to whitemountainknives.com and use the promo code SHARPAF for 10% off your order. That's one word, no space, SHARPAF. And in the coming days or weeks, I'll be posting a giveaway video for the new CIVIVI Hadros, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. So this CRKT Squid right here is actually going to be a gift for my son, either on his 5th birthday that's coming up, or for Christmas. My wife doesn't think a 5-year-old should have a pocket knife, but he'll have to ask me to use it for now. Anyway, his favorite color is purple, and I liked the look of the natural G10 jade color on this knife, and it does kind of look like a squid in its more fleshy color, but I thought kind of a reddish purple reminded me of a squid also. We wanted to try dyeing it first using all natural ingredients like plants and fruits and vegetables, although that obviously didn't work out too well. We were able to extract some pretty cool colors, but we weren't able to transfer those colors to the G10. You can buy a mordant to add to your dye for that exact purpose, but I didn't have any experience with that, and I had kind of hoped that vinegar would be enough to do the trick, but it wasn't. So we had to resort to our backup plan, purple RIT dye. And RIT dye is also non-toxic and pretty safe to use. I mean, you're not supposed to drink it or get it in your eyes or on your skin. This is their Dymore version that is better suited for synthetics, and I've heard it has better results with G10 than the original multi-purpose RIT dye, although I think that works okay too. And I would look on their website for actual instructions because I didn't really follow instructions per se. I didn't dilute it. I didn't add liquid dish soap or vinegar or an after product. I wanted to try it just as is first because I thought it would be easier to reuse the product in the future if I didn't alter it in any way, besides I guess heating it up. That's also why I used it in a glass jar in a water bath, so I could just put a lid on it when I was done and store it and reheat it and reuse it at a later date, all in the same container. You're supposed to heat it up to 200 degrees for it to work effectively, and I got the jar in the water bath up to about 190. I didn't want to increase the heat any more than that and risk the boiling water toppling the jar. It definitely would be easier to get up to temp quickly if you just dumped the product into the pot on the stove or boiled it directly in a tin can outside, like on a backpacking stove or your barbecue burner or something, but this method worked okay for us. I wish I'd been able to get the pivot screw out because somewhere in the process, the finish on the hardware was somewhat stripped on the screws and on the thumb studs. And I don't know if it was from the vinegar in my failed attempt or if it was from the RIT dye or just the prolonged process in general. I also don't know if this would happen with any knife or if just this one in particular didn't have a very durable finish on it. But I've seen other people dye their knives this way on purpose because they don't want to disassemble the knife, but I wouldn't recommend it. And in the future, I'll be investing in some higher quality bits and some more patience. But overall, I'm really happy with how it turned out, especially for our first try. And, well, it was a few tries all at once, but my son really likes it too, and that's all that really matters. So I never did a review when I got this knife originally, so let me just finish with some final thoughts on the knife. The CRKT Squid is not a bad little package for the price. This particular version is about $34, and it comes with D2 steel and natural G10 on one side and the stainless steel frame lock on the other. But there's lots of variations of this knife, and they typically go for around $23 to $35. It came pretty sharp out of the box, and you know, it's not a bad deal and it's not a bad knife. I like how it looks, especially paired with the name Squid. But I'm not a fan of how it feels in my hand. A lot of people like how it feels, but for me it's just a bad combo of being so flat and so short. I just can't get a lot of grip on the handle. It feels kind of weird in my palm, and because I have big hands, I just can't get a very good grip on it. You know, I thought maybe it would be a good first knife for my son, and that it might fit a child's hand better than mine. How does that feel? But if you're looking for a nice small knife, I'd first recommend the CIVIVI Baby Banter. Although it's about twice the price, it's more like $60. But it's an awesome little knife, and there's almost nothing for me to nitpick about the Baby Banter. Or if you want a budget beater that just begs to be used and abused, I'd recommend the Cold Steel Lite, especially if you're like working in a warehouse opening boxes and pallets and stuff all day. This would be my go-to for that. Or for a normal sized budget knife, a little bit bigger, I'd recommend the QSP Penguin, which is dirt cheap, good materials, and a lot easier to hold than something like the Squid. So watch for my future videos. I'll be attempting a fade dye on my wee Banter. Maybe I still need some practice before I actually dip that one in some dye, but I am going to make an attempt eventually. And I'll also be doing a giveaway of the new CIVIVI Hadros, probably a giveaway of the OKC Shikra, and maybe I'll even give away the CRKT Minimalist neck knife. I haven't decided though if I want to give that away or keep it. That's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we need to put this back together. Let's close it first so we don't get caught, okay? So, put the back spacer in. Put it in there. It goes right in that crap.
Holy cow.